Hello, I'm Justine Willis-Toms. Welcome to the New Dimensions Cafe. Today I'm hosting Patricia Sun. She's a scientific mystic, philosopher, spiritual teacher, and consciousness pioneer. She's traveled the world, empowering people to tap into their inherent creative capacity, resulting in new ways of thinking. I'm speaking with Patricia at her home by remote connection. Patricia, welcome to the New Dimensions Cafe.
I always, almost every day when I speak, I want to say to people, we are in the midst of entering a new dimension. And every time I want to say that, I think of you and Michael and your radio show, which was laying groundwork and seeds for new dimensions. It's not just a catchphrase that's nice. There actually are more dimensions that we can all know. I mean, we're all different, and some people see certain parts of dimensions and other people don't see it. It's not that we're all exactly the same. You know, it's like dogs who sometimes can see colors and sometimes can't. Um, the universe created us, we evolved, we have different DNA patterns. We're only one species. Homo sapiens is just one race. And all the different varieties are only the result of environmental issues. That's all it is. It's different environmental adaptations. We are indeed, like any village or group or even a family, we do have little pockets of different ways we evolve, but we are one species. I don't know why I want to say this all the time, because the issue over racism is so foolish. And it's all based on projection, on guilt, especially Black people in the South of the United States, because they were made slaves by their color. It was insane. And we're still not finished with understanding that and letting it go. So part of that is one thing about how we see ourselves as a species. Then collectively, we are exploding over the whole planet. And we are using YouTube, we're using all the different forms of satellite communication. And we're going to realize we are a unique species. And every place we're suffering, every place there's war, every place there's starvation or illness, or when we are being cruel to one another, we are being unconscious and a little bit insane, because we are all the same people. And if we would love all the children of the world, if we would love each other, if we would see each other as uniquely interesting and different, yeah, okay. Make different cultures, have different societies, that's okay, it's interesting. But there's a madness in this simplistic thinking that we have to outgrow. So black and white thinking, either or simplistic thinking, is the old form that we have outgrown, but we don't know how to move to the bigger capacity that our brains actually have, both right brain intuition and the linear mind, verbal cause and effect, logical, keeping track of things.
Patricia, let me ask you, I know that you have access to a quote that is very impactful to me, and it was from the physicist Niels Bohr.
Yes, he was a very wonderful pioneering physicist in the 30s and 20s too, I think maybe. But he was being interviewed by a reporter because he studied space. And the reporter said to him, "Could you explain what space is to us?" Niels Bohr said, no. He says, space is stranger than you think. And then he said, no, actually, it's stranger than you can think. This is the new dimensional space that we are all moving to. It is outer space, it is inner space, it is psychological space. It is a creative ability to participate in the universe dimensionally, multi-dimensionally. We're always trying to categorize it in some little small way. It's big, and it has to do with how we hold information, how we think. In the area where they're always developing computers, and they're always making phrases that always slightly annoy me when they say things are counterintuitive, when they're really trying to say something's not logical. So if they design a keyboard that's illogical and poorly done, they'll say, well, it's counterintuitive. No, it's not counterintuitive. Intuition is a whole other realm. And this isn't counter that realm. It is a realm of thinking that is so profound and big and different that we don't know. Our scientists hardly know what intuition is. The only people who I've ever heard talk really well of it is mostly Einstein. And where he said, we think that logic should be the master and intuition is a servant. He said, no, it's the other way around. Intuition should be the master and logic the servant. In other words, let your mind be open to see what can come in, and then use logic to sort it and see how it might work, or how you might record it, or where you would find it fitting in. But we've got it backwards. And that backwardness is our addiction to being right. And black and white thinking, which is immature thinking, and is the very thing that is stopping us from opening to the next level of consciousness that we all have the brains and availability to have and do. And it's facilitated by love and goodwill and kindness.
Where does love come into this shift in consciousness?
Well, love is an energetic state of being. We use the word love sometimes as, if you love me, you'll do this. That's not love. Love is a radiant feeling of goodwill and caring. Now, the radiant feeling of goodwill and caring and empathy is a part of that right brain intelligence. And when that right brain intelligence is open, you read the other person and they read you. This is why it's an evolutionary leap that we will make, because it's not coercive. It's not controlling anything. It's radiant, it's caring, and we can tell when somebody loves us. We can tell when somebody's being kind. Like they say, even a dog knows when you love them. It's a power. We don't really have the right words. I sometimes toy with the Greek. They have like 5 or 6 words for love, and there's family love, and there's eros, romantic love, and there's agape, which is brotherly love. So there's different kinds, but I say we don't actually have the right word for what love as a radiant, energetic intelligence. It's an intelligence that we have from the intuitive mind. And it can heal like the intelligence of love heals people. We have it boxed small. And what I'm trying to bring out is getting the box almost gone, that it's a radiance, it's another thing. And anybody can spot when it's real and when it's not. It feels good because it is good. It's goodness itself. It's not make nice.
I'm just thinking as you say that, Love is an intelligence. And I'm thinking, oh, if we tune into it, like we tune into electricity and we capture it in wires and we send it out to our lights and our homes in different ways, we can also use love in that way.
You know what it is? It's a radiance. It's a radiance. It's an intelligence that radiates from your body and your mind. There's a coalition of energy in your body. That's what a good healer is, and a good mother, and a good lover is when you care so much. It's radiating from your body, the goodwill for the other person. That goodwill is felt by them. Listen, I remember seeing this documentary. Bacteria feel it in yogurt. I mean, they did this study that when people held this goodwill, the yogurt grew in a different way. Love is a power, it's a radiance, it's an energetic intelligence. It's one of the highest forms of intelligence because it doesn't have a lot of crap in it, it only has goodwill. Now, I would say start meditating on love into that place. It will expand you, it will expand your capacity, it will help us connect to the rest of the universe, it will make you a more radiant person with other people. We're holding it all in a very narrow, funny, crotchety way. And where we're moving is radiant, intelligent, creative, beyond measure. And that's what's going to save this planet. We're killing it right now. We're poisoning it at every turn in the most stupid ways. Just foolish. We're going to stop doing that because why? Why do that? Why poison the water and the earth? Why? We don't need to do that. And we're going to know in a minute. We don't want to do that. And politics, it's broken down into that black and white thinking. And all of that's foolish too, because the problem is the way we are thinking. And when our thinking is win-win, beyond either or, beyond duality, when we know that paradox holds everything, then we're talking about love. Then we're talking about healing. Then we're talking about understanding one another and really loving one another and taking good care of children. This is the evolutionary leap. This is where we're going.
Patricia, thank you so much for being part of the New Dimensions Cafe today. Oh, I love this. I love that the way you're helping us understand it. I've been speaking with Patricia Sun, scientific mystic, as you can feel, spiritual teacher, counselor, and workshop leader. And besides her workshops, she's also available for private consultations and sessions. To learn more about her work, you can go to her website, patriciasun.com, and she spells her last name S-U-N, patriciasun.com. Or you can get there through the New Dimensions website, newdimensions.org, where you'll find over 1,900 programs in its archive. I'm Justine Willis-Toms. I want to thank you for being part of New Dimensions today, and I invite you, please do join us again.